All right, what is going on, guys? We have a market review today for Thursday, June 13th, 2024. So we're not going to spend much time here on the daily chart. We are trading near all-time highs. Ignore this daily candle. Okay, this is Friday's trading. We're only focusing here on this trading day. So in the live streams, the only daily level, key level we had on our chart for today is this new day opening gap. So this candle's close and this candle's open, which is today. Those two price levels is your new day opening gap. All right, zoom in just a little bit more so you can see where we closed here with Wednesday's trading, open here on Thursday's candle. That is your new day opening gap. So you can draw it like that, or you can go to like your 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, whatever, and get your gap here. So your new day opening gap is the separation between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Okay, so every day at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, there's an hour gap. Okay, so notice the time down here. Okay, pay attention to this. 4:55, and then we open on this candle at 6 o'clock. Okay, so there's an hour gap in trading. That is your new day opening gap. So when you draw it on the daily chart, it's anchoring that new day opening gap to these two price levels here. All right. So that's all we had on our chart. Okay, all-time highs. We have no price action looking left. We have nothing, no fair value gaps, no buy side or anything over here. So we're simply using this new day opening gap. Let's drop down to a 15-minute chart. All right, we were bearish in the live streams all morning, looking for lower prices. At 8:30, we had high impact news, PPI. We rally up, clearing the buy side, consolidate a little bit ahead of the open, break down, relative equal lows, that sell side liquidity. How much farther below this sell side can we go? Well, we have this fair value gap here, this BISI. We'll look at that on the lower time frame as well. So we drop down, clearing out the sell side, trading into this fair value gap. We retrace. Notice the bodies here. So yes, we had this fair value gap here, which is a SIBI. We're trading into that there. But look at the bodies stopping dead in its tracks at consequent encroachment of that new day opening gap we outlined on the daily chart. This is why it's important to have the new day opening gap and new week opening gaps on your chart, because you'll miss on precision elements like this if you don't have those levels on your chart. There's nothing fine with seeing this fair value gap here, trading into it there, consequent encroachment, and then selling off. That's perfectly fine. But when you see precision like this, it's a lot easier to trust your setups going short after seeing elements like this in price action. So beautiful respect to that consequent encroachment new day opening gap. We sell off once more during lunch, clearing out the sell side here, trading deeper inside of this BISI. We rally a little bit, clearing out the buy side above this high in the PM session, and pretty much consolidating inside of that new day opening gap. So let's drop down to a 5-minute. All right, so taking off that 15-minute fair value gap, we have this 5-minute here. I'm highlighting consequent encroachment. So if you take the low, this fair value gap, up to the high, get midpoint, draw that all the way through. Okay, notice the bodies here, respecting that beautifully. Again, going back before the open, 8:30, rally up, clearing the buy side, consolidate, fail to take out this high. We break lower, clearing the equal lows. Okay, trading inside of this 5-minute fair value gap here. Consequent encroachment. See the bodies respecting that during lunch. We rally. Down close candle here. It's a bullish order block. Trading into it there. We rally up, clearing the buy side above this high, and trading again inside of that new day opening gap. Right above that midnight opening price. We'll talk about that on the 1-minute. But again, look at the bodies here. We have a large fair value gap here. Yes, that's perfectly fine. But look at the advantage you have of keeping that new day opening gap on your chart. You see precision like this. Stopping, just like we saw on the 15-minute chart, price stopping dead in its tracks right at consequent encroachment. Okay, that's not random. This stuff happens every day, every single week. Stops right there, reverses lower, right on the dime. So that's beautiful there. All right, let's go ahead and drop down to a 1 minute. So AM session. All right, I had the midnight opening price outlined here. Okay, your best opportunities to buy are going to be below that midnight opening price, ideally, and the best opportunities to go short is above this midnight opening price. So you can see at 8:30, we rally up, clearing that buy side we talked about. This first fair value gap here is a breakaway gap. You want to see that stay open, okay? Your focus is in this lower one here. Draw that through. Acts as resistance. Resistance here. We break lower, okay? Consolidate. Not the cleanest price action. We're in this macro, 950 to 1010. This displacement, okay, this momentum, this large down candle with a lot of speed, a lot of energy, occurs right at 1010, the last minute of that macro. This is a breakaway gap. Okay, we consolidate, going sideways, not doing much, and we get this large displacement. If you're expecting lower prices, which we were, looking for equal lows, and that 15-minute fair value gap we talked about, if we're expecting lower prices, we don't want to see this fair value gap traded to at all. Now, if it does trade into this fair value gap, ideally, you want to see the upper half stay open. Okay, so consequent encroachment and above, you want to see that stay open. But best case scenario, you want to see this entire fair value gap stay unfilled, which is what we get here, and we form another fair value gap here. This is where you want to get your entry. Okay, some people took this in the live streams. If you're in the live streams, you saw the foolishness that took place and the reasoning behind why I couldn't get into this trade, but we called this out real time, taking out sell side, taking out the high of the 15-minute fair value gap, and once that was hit, okay, if you're in the live streams, remember I said close your charts. Okay, don't look to go long, don't look to go short. Okay, be content with this sell-off here. Entering here, and getting out at that 15-minute fair value gap high. Okay, that's a beautiful trade. All right, we consolidate after hitting our targets. We get to that 1050 to 1110 window. What do we know about 1050 to 1110? Okay, that's profit taking hour. As we hit 11 o'clock, expect a reversal or a retracement or consolidation. We get that here. Okay, we've been selling off all morning until we get to 11. Then we retrace. Okay, classic macro delivery. Here's our lunch hour. Okay, 12 o'clock to 1:30. That's what you're seeing with this orange shaded area here. So we drop down during lunch. Okay, clearing the sell side here. I don't have it annotated just for the sake of keeping my charts clean. But we drop down deeper into that 15-minute fair value gap. Clearing the sell side. We rally. Fair value gap here with this down close candle is a bullish order block. Trading into it there. We rally. We have a low, high, lower low. Highest up close candle in between your two lows here. That is your bullish breaker. Draw that through. We also have a fair value gap inside of that breaker. High probability. That's a great buy. Trading into it there. We rally up. Notice how we create equal highs. We have this buy side up here. We rally up. Fail to take out this high. We retrace a little bit. Blow it out. Fair value gap here. That's a great trade idea. Entering here. Exiting at the low of this fair value gap, which is just above these equal highs. All right. And as we get to the PM session, not much going on. We drop down, clearing out this low, which is sell side liquidity. Rally up, breakaway fair value gap. Your focus should be in this upper one here, trading into it there. One more time here, and just consolidate and slowly make our way up, targeting buy side up here. Consolidating, and then again getting back above that midnight opening price, and then consolidate into the close. So that's pretty much it for today's price action. AM session was pretty clean. Not much to complain about there. PM session, not much movement, but we weren't really concerned with that. Subscribers, we are live streaming again Friday at 9:30. All right, see what we get. And then possibly trading that PM session tomorrow as well. So be on the lookout for that. We also have that webinar tomorrow at 11:30 New York time. Okay, so make sure to tune into the webinars. We have 4 topics that we're going to go over. Make sure to check the subscriber chat room for that, and come prepared with questions and things of that sort. But love you guys. If you have any if you have any questions, message me privately in the Discord or in the chat room, or leave a comment here down below on YouTube, and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. But other than that, best of luck to you guys in your trading. Subscribers, I'll see you in the live stream tomorrow at 9:30. All right? Peace.